Good morning, gang. Happy Monday morning. Well, here we go again. All right, continuing on. Get up, go to work, earn that paycheck, spend that paycheck, save that paycheck, do whatever, right? Remember a few years ago, oh, maybe it's even 10 now, I believe it was Staples and the commercial with the easy button, you know. I mean, hell, even Hillary Clinton used it with her meeting with Vladimir Putin at one point. It's like, oh, let's reset everything. You ever wonder why we want easy? Because it doesn't require any effort, okay? It's amazing that how lazy people are. And I'm not just talking about Americans. I'm not just talking about Westerners. I'm talking about worldwide, okay? You wonder why wokeism or liberalism or the World Economic Forum or the New World Order or the deep state or whatever is able to take such a grip on the world, right? Holy crap, everybody wants to go communist. What the hell is the whole deal? I mean, you had Kamala Harris out yesterday talking about equality for all, okay? As in equal outcomes, not equal opportunity. And she was giving this speech to college students who, when she started talking about equal outcomes, the audience went into a great big applause. Now, I want you to think about that audience right there. You probably had students who got degrees in medical science, in business, in law, in engineering, whatever it would be. You probably also got people in that audience that go, I got my degree in women's studies, I got my degree in African dance, whatever. But yet all of them stood up and applauded. They want the easy button. So the person who's going to do 4 years for their medical degree, let's say they want to go get their PhD, become a surgeon or whatever it is, and between their master's, their doctorate, their internship or whatever, they're going to spend another 12 years in school before they get an entry-level job. Okay. But that person who got their degree in African dance or women's studies is now qualified to work as a barista at Starbucks. And that barista at Starbucks, that student, thinks they should earn the same money as the person that put all that effort in, right? That's equality of outcome. This is why around the world we have communism, we have wokeism, we have liberalism taking over. I want to give you this. We all know, at least those of us in the States, that we are privileged to live in the most prosperous country in the history of humankind, right? There are more millionaires and billionaires in the United States, self-made, than anywhere else in the world. I'll give you a couple of quick facts, okay? 88% of the millionaires in the United States earned it. They did not have a silver spoon. They didn't get it from an inheritance. They aren't Rothschilds or Rockefellers, okay? 88% of the millionaires in the United States are self-made. But why is it that it's such a crime to be successful? Why is it such a crime to work hard, to earn your way? Okay, and I know somebody could tell me, "Oh, gee, those are sinful thoughts. Everybody should have, sympathy for those that weren't so lucky as you." I'm not a millionaire. I've worked hard. I'm not even close to a millionaire. Okay, I'm not even 100,000 there. But I worked hard, and what I have is mine. Okay, the government didn't give it to me. I didn't inherit a penny. Okay, and you guys know 10 years ago I was freaking flat broke. I mean, zero. I mean, the bank account was less than zero. I had bills. But I dug my way out. Now you think about food prices, electric, rent, housing, car prices, whatever it would be, and how ridiculously expensive they are. And I'll absolutely agree. I'll give you this. The average income in the United States is somewhere around $55,000. Okay, right about 54, 55. Do you realize that on a world scale, that puts you as a 1%er. You make more money than 99% of the people in the world at $54,000, $55,000. Okay. You make $35,000, you're still in the top 10%. How about that? Okay. $15 an hour job. You're flipping burgers at McDonald's. Unless, of course, you live in California where they now think they're worth 20. Okay. $15 an hour puts you in the top 10% of the income earning people in the world. And yet people go, I want more. Give it to me. Give me more. Give me more. Not I'm going to go work for more. Give me more. Okay. I'll give you another one. And this is quite interesting. We all know that people aren't ready, okay? People just want. They aren't willing to put the effort in. They aren't willing to save their own money. They just want to be given more. They aren't worried or they aren't willing to pay their bills. You know, you hear all the stories lately about the millennials bitching about, we can't afford houses. I mean, and it's not just millennials, it's everybody, okay? Houses are too expensive, interest rates are too high, yada, yada, yada. No, actually, they're not, okay? Interest rates, since mortgages started taking place around the 1940s, okay, are basically right about average where they've been over the last 80 years at 7%. We just got so addicted to free money, in other words, gimme, okay, that everything's expensive, right? Oh my God, the norm is too much. I want better. Sure, we all like to buy on sale, things like that, but we all know that sales have an end date, okay? You know, this can of beans is on sale. Instead of $1.29, it's 89 cents this weekend only, okay? Mortgages, 2%, 3%, this decade only was pretty much what we got, and now we're back to historical norms. But you have too many people that are more concerned with the fancy car, the $1,500 new iPhone every 18 months, a Netflix subscription and whatever, you know, because they've got to watch all that high quality stuff coming out of Hollywood. And then they wonder why they don't have any money. And they wonder why they can't find a house. Okay? They got their degree in African dance and wonder why they can't earn an income. Okay? But you need to give it to me. How many times have you heard me say that you get college grads going, well, I want my mansion, I want my corner office, and I want my parking spot to put my Ferrari. I'm 24. I just graduated college. And my professor told me with my degree I should be making $800,000 a year. Good luck. Okay? The rest of us know better. The rest of us, probably 99% of us, got where we are in life, not because somebody else gave it to us, but because we busted our ass. And we saved, and we scrimped, and we did without. And we didn't buy the new car. We didn't buy the mansion. We didn't buy the new house. Okay? We bought what was affordable without struggling. Most of us didn't go, you know what? I'm going to buy myself this $1 million mansion and then go eat macaroni and cheese and hot dogs. Okay? You know, we probably backed down, bought a smaller house and said, you know what, honey? If we want to have steaks once a month, we actually can. Okay? That's about it. So it gets into prepping. Okay? And with all of this, what have people done? The world's going to shit. We know that. I mean, you can't open up your computer, a newspaper, turn on the news, read Twitter, whatever the hell, wherever you get your information. I mean, even turn on CNN, okay, any day without hearing something about our economy's in trouble. And yet, mind you, the average American is a 1%er, okay? And hearing all this about our economy being in trouble, the world economy being in trouble. And yet nobody, next to nobody, has made any preparations to get through any sort of collapse. I want you to look at something real quick. Take a look at this chart. If this basically shows, as the title on the top says, the ability to cover basic needs if your income was lost. Okay? North America, us, most of us at least, is near the highest of the world. At half, the people could survive, not thrive, survive. And by the green dot, for 4 months. Ooh, yippee, if they didn't have any income. How many of you could survive? I mean, and again, when I'm going to say this, I'm not saying that the Chinese are coming down the street or the forest is on fire, okay? I'm talking about how many of you could survive? How many of you have the food, the water, the shelter, the clothing, whatever you need, or the skills to get those things to survive? Half of America says they can make it for 4 months, okay? That's ridiculous. And you know there's a lot of people in that half that have way inflated expectations of what their ability to do is, okay? Do they have fuel? No. Do they have electricity? No. You're gonna tell me, honestly, that 51% of this country has backup power, any, available to them? No, sorry, not buying that for a second, okay? Are you going to tell me that 51% of the people in this country have 4 months of food? No. Have the skills to get it? I mean, I'm not talking about hunting or fishing or foraging skills. I'm talking about half the country has the skills to know how to plant a garden? No. Sorry, okay. Way overinflated. I'd be surprised if the majority of the people in the world could make it a month. I'd be surprised if probably a quarter of the country could make it longer than a week. Oh my God, there's no groceries left, honey. What do we do? Well, I went shopping last Saturday. I know, but we don't have any money, so you can't go shopping this Saturday. Right? This is coming. Whether or not people want to believe it, we are going to see an economic collapse. Look at everything. The UAW just went on strike. Hollywood's been on strike. Look at the people in Hollywood, how they're screaming. These millionaires and multi-millionaires in Hollywood are screaming, I can't make any money. I've got bills. Make $17 million a movie and you can't pay your bills, okay? You made more making one movie than I'll make in 10 lifetimes. But you can't pay your bills. Give me a break, okay? But they're screaming. And sure, you have all the production guys and everything who don't make nearly that kind of money, right? But they don't have it either. But this is it. When you have Hollywood actresses going on OnlyFans because I've got to feed my kids, really? Okay. If that's how well you managed your money, maybe you chose the wrong career. Okay. If you got paid that little that 4 months into a strike or however long they are, you don't have any money, you didn't make that much in the first place, or you're piss poor at managing it. Okay. We'll see how long the UAW strike lasts. How much more are we going to ship to Mexico and China for manufacturing? The auto strike already going on. The auto companies are already saying, hey, we'll close down some plants in the United States and move to Mexico. We don't have to deal with the unions down there. That'll do well. Okay. We've talked about layoffs like crazy. How prepared are you? Are you one of the 51% that can make it that can make it 4 months? Are you one of the, 25% that could make it a year? Are you one of the 10% that could make it 2? And I'm being very generous with these percentages. Are you one of the 1% that can make it a 3? Make it up to 3 years? Be a 1%er, guys. Not based on your income, based on your preparedness. Pinball out.